segment of Penn Voice. I am joined today by Cathy Oyster, who has a family business in the downtown Redwood City, Young's Ice Cream and Candy Store, and is also the manager of the historic Fitzpatrick Building, also in downtown Redwood City. Cathy, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Today, you've got your volunteer hat on, as you have joined the board of directors, and you are currently the chairperson for the Beautification and Sidewalk Committee for the Redwood City Improvement Association,
Yes, I am.
which focuses in the downtown area. So please explain to our viewers, what is the Redwood City Improvement Association first?
The landowners in Redwood City discovered that there was a lot of growth, and to our own benefit, but also to the benefit of the community. And it also had its hardships. And some of those hardships were keeping up the cleanliness of the community, maybe perhaps having more officers in the area, but mostly raising awareness. And so we got together and said, how can we make this a better development? How can we keep downtown robust as it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and make it be a place that people want to work and live and entertain themselves? And we decided to tax ourselves and create a fund so that we can increase what the city is already doing so that it remains a nice place to be.
I think in reading about the Improvement Association, the things that I love about it is just what you said, and that was an adjunct with what the city is already doing. So the city has sidewalk cleaning programs, and they have trash removal programs, and of course they already have officers in the downtown area. But this is to enhance it. This is really to think of creative things to do above and beyond. I love the idea that you brought valet parking as one suggestion for ease of getting into the downtown. People always say, I can't park anywhere. So give us some examples of the kinds of things that you're doing that are creative in the marketing and social media area, in the beautification area, in the public safety area.
Areas in which public safety are important, we communicate with the chief of police, we inform him of different things that might be going on, areas that might need a little extra attention. It's really that voice, that keeping in communication with our public officers. And we have a couple of beat cops downtown, and you give them a call, they come right over, even if it's just to come have a scoop of ice cream and talk about what's happening on the street. But we have a great downtown, and I feel like the whole community, whether it's the business people or the business owners, their clients, and these new people coming in, they're already taking pride. So they like the different things we're doing with regard to beautification and identifying our district as a place to go. For instance, we do the video mapping on the county museum.
Right.
And that's part of our organization. We thought, what a great way to provide really cool, high-tech entertainment. It's brief, but it's fun, and it gets everybody gathering together and having this moment of mutual entertainment. And then they go off and they can have dinner or go to a movie or come have ice cream, whatever it is that they want to do. But even just walking the downtown, it's just a pleasant place to be. Yeah. So that's our goal. Our goal is to keep it that way, and we might intersperse moments of entertainment.
Right.
Or our next launch is going to be evaluating the lighting in the downtown and putting maybe more Christmas tree lights, maybe some up lights, just to make it homey and pretty and a nice place to visit.
Right, and I think what I also like is you're not only a business owner, but you're a building owner and manager of the Fitzpatrick Historic Building in downtown Redwood City. But you are working with other building owners, because a lot of times we talk about how building owners may in fact be absent or not even in this town. They're absentee building owners, but yet the tenant is inside and they're trying to do the best that they can in attracting business. But this brings everyone together in saying, let's work for a common cause, and let's look at lighting not just in front of my store or my building. Let's look at lighting along all of Broadway or along all of Main Street. So tell us how you're bringing everyone together through this committee and inviting people in to participate in the conversation?
Because we're so intimately involved with the actual property, we're having those property owners come once a month to a meeting, and then they also take time out of their schedule to come to specific chairperson meetings, whether it's district identity meeting or the Sidewalk Committee and Beautification. There's a parking committee. We all join together at least once a month to touch base. Beyond us, and we pay for it, so we have a real stake in this game. Right. We have our tenants, and in my building, they're just single office tenants. They're people that maybe couldn't be at their home business. They wanted to have that downtown outlet.
Right.
So we get feedback from them. Just because we're here, we contact them, or they send us messages, and so they're involved, and we invite them to attend those meetings. As a business owner for retail, Young's Ice Cream and Candy Bar, I talk to everybody up and down the street, and so we know when we need a tree groomed or pruned, or perhaps maybe we want the valet on our corner because we're getting a lot of activity, or there's a huge event that's going to block it from in front of Sakura's, for instance. So we have that ability to move things around because we communicate.
Right. And I think we should explain to the public, too, our viewers, that the structure is a public agency. So the building owners have agreed to assess themselves through their property tax. And these funds go into another fund. And then that's how this board of directors, who are elected, decides how they're going to spend those monies. It is a public meeting. So anyone is invited to come and attend and learn and participate. And those meetings are publicized through the website?
Through the website. They're posted on our location. It's at the Chamber of Commerce meeting hall that we get together, we gather, maybe not for all of the subcommittees, but certainly for my subcommittee. And because my subcommittee is so in tune with the public and beautification can be so subjective, we invite as much comment and feedback as possible, and as many people as can fit in the room are invited. We'd love to have public input, just because we have a few art items picked up, but it's subjective.
Right. One of the things we were going to talk about is what's coming. And I'm very excited about some of the different things that are coming, the shadow art and some of the other sort of art and culture things that you're bringing into the downtown through this Redwood City Improvement Association. Tell us about that.
So the shadow art's awesome. It takes those bollards, for instance, that are at the corners of many of our streets, and it's casting an interesting shadow, not exactly like the bollard, but maybe it's, you know, something with a crow on it, or a little character that's reaching out from the shadows. It's very cool, and it's going to be spread throughout the downtown area, from the El Camino to Main Street up to the old roller rink area. I mean, we're really trying to incorporate everybody, because many of us think of the downtown as simply Courthouse Square, but it isn't. It goes all the way to the El Camino. That's where we welcome people.
Right.
From
it's your first visual point.
Exactly, from the greater Redwood City community. And then we have the other part of Redwood City that comes from the 101. And we want to have different levels of art where people might see a little something coming up the shadow of a wall. There's an interactive art program where you're going to be able to maybe step into a pair of wings, and they'll be like you're flying. It's very cool.
And one of the things that I think our viewers would be interested to know is you're working with all sorts of different art councils and Redwood City Parks and Recreation, all these different entities. It's this downtown improvement district, so to speak, that's bringing everyone together to talk about art and really do it in a community forum.
Exactly. We want to support our artists. We are a community, and we're for our community,
right.
And we don't reject other ideas in different communities, but it is nice to include everybody.
And Cathy, I have to tell you, we're already out of time. We've gotten so excited about this subject that we've got to close, but we'll bring you back and have you talk a little bit more about the Redwood City Improvement Association and all that you're doing.
I'd love to.
Check out the downtown in Redwood City, and we'll see you next time on Penn Voice.